Hi, this tutorial is going to be how to choose single frames in the properties panel in order to animate. Right now I've made these I've created these files here, bus 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 in Photoshop, and they're really quick and dirty, but I just wanted to demonstrate how that works. So I've imported them into my library. It's already created symbols 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. Hopefully, let's see, did it create them in the right order? Okay, yeah, and you can see what I did with these was I put them on what you call a lazy Susan. I picked it up at IKEA. I think it was something like $5. Basically, it's a little turntable. It's a yeah, it's a little piece of wood with a screw up through the middle attaching to the top. You're supposed to sit on your table, you know, and you have food and you spin it around. You usually find these at Chinese restaurants. But anyway, it basically it's a turntable, and I snap photographs with a the camera on a tripod, and this is what I have. And I'm just going to show you how to animate these by creating a symbol and using the properties panel in order to choose single frames in order to create an animation, a simple animation using these things. Okay, so first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to call this, well, I'll just leave it layer 1. I'm going to modify, no, I'm going to new symbol, insert new symbol, and I'm going to call this bus. Bus parts. Yeah, I'll just call it bus because I don't want to call it parts. Okay, so I have 7 parts of this, so I'm going to hit F6 7 times. Okay, we're in frame 7 here. All right, so symbol number 1 is going to go in frame 1. Symbol number 2, frame 2, and etc. 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. All right. Okay, so this is what's happening here. Um, let's see. I'm going to go to edit multiple frames, and I'm just going to align all of these. Select all, and I'm going to align, hopefully these, I'm going to align center. First align the stages checked, and I'm going to align this way and that way. I'm not sure. I haven't done this, run through this exercise yet, so I'm not sure if this is going to work. Hopefully this will work fine. Let's see. Okay, it could be tweaked a little, but it's good enough. You can see I've animated a bus turning. Okay. All right, so actually I wanted this to have the bus turn toward me, so I'm going to click on my frames, right click and hit reverse frame. So now it's going to start off this way and turn towards me. Okay, so now I'm going to go to scene 1, and I'm just going to drag out my symbol. It should say bus. All right, drop it on the stage. All right, and I need, again, this is a graphic symbol, so I'm going to need some frames. Oops, I'm hitting F6. I don't want F6s, I want F5s. 1 2 3 4 5. 30 looks good. Okay, so as it stands, whoa, okay, right now it's spinning through this these things repeatedly, and that's not what I want. So I'm going to click on this first frame here, and I'm going to go to my properties panel, and okay, yeah, it wasn't there what I needed, because if I clicked on it here, and the properties panel gives me stuff to do with the timeline. I want to click on the actual image and watch the properties panel. It changed. All right, so from here, what I want, it's not showing me, I want looping. So let's see, I'll just toggle that close, and now I can see looping. All right, right here, and it's on loop. I want to put this on single frame, and the first frame I want is frame 1. Okay, so I'm just going to come out here and hit F5. No, F6. And I'm going to make sure this is on single frame. It's on single frame, but this time I want frame 2. All right, enter, and you see it moved. Again, it's on single frame, so it's not animating through the piece. And I'm going to come out just maybe 2 frames, F6, click on the bus, frame 3. enter. All right, come out here, a couple more frames, F6, click on the bus, 4, enter. And again, it stays on remaining single frame. All right, so out here, F6, click on the bus, frame 5. Whoops, not 55, 5. All right, F6, bus, 6, 7, F6, click on the bus, frame 7. Now the bus is coming right at me. All right, so now what I can do here, frame 1, I'm just going to right click, create a, well, hang on, first I'll do motion tween. All right, so I'm going to copy this. I'm going to hit the command key to select only that frame, and then I'm going to drag that over. All right, so I want this frame, I want that bus to go out here. I think that's going to move a little too fast, so I'm going to hit a few F5s. Whoops, it's giving me too many frames because this is selected, so it's giving me 5 frames at a time. I guess that'll work. All right, let's see what it's doing. All right, so it's moving in, and then I want it to turn. So actually, if it's turning, it's going to start getting a little bit bigger. So I'm going to hit Q to get my free transform. Enlarge that a little bit. Enlarge that a little bit, because I'm trying to give the illusion that it's coming toward me. Let's see. Okay, so it's sort of, you know, you can see you can tweak it and play with it, but this is kind of what you get. And then from here, I'll just add more, create motion tween. Whoops, create motion tween, and just zoom that guy all the way in. All right, so let's see what we get. Okay, so I have to work on that turn because it seems to be maybe if I push it off to the side a little bit. Let's see if that works. Okay, that feels a little better. So again, this is a little wonky. It needs some work, but you can see how adding frames into your this is getting a bit annoying. You can see how adding frames into your into a movie clip, and by choosing in the properties panel single frame under looping, you can choose single frame and choose which frame, and by adding these you can create some pretty interesting animations. And the nice thing about this, like, you can use these with the mouths with characters for dialogue. You can use these for anything. And then the best thing about it is once you've created it, say if you have a character or something that you use, or this is a bus you're using in an animation, you can just use it over and over again. I just wanted to add to this. I'm in Adobe Bridge, and these are my original photographs where I just photographed this bus rotating, and I did a full 360. For time constraints, for time reasons, I did not add all of the, and silhouette all of these little buses and put them into the movie clip, the original movie clip that I used in Flash. But if you are creating a character or something like that, or you want to use this bus and to be able to reuse it, you would go in and put an entire rotation of these images, and then you can reuse them, make the bus drive and go in whatever direction you wanted it to go in. Where it's coming towards you, just have it spin around and go the other direction, left turn, right turn. So again, the advantage of using these images within a single movie clip and then calling them out using that single frame attribute in the properties panel, it gives you the ability to reuse these things over and over. And again, it may take a bit of time to construct it or put it together in the beginning, but once it's done, it really speeds up your workflow.